Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm returning with another video, and on today's episode, as you've seen probably by the thumbnail, we are flat out combining. So I've been letting known that this year's yield is down a bit. It's funny because everyone else's yields seem to be up, but I don't know, this year I don't know. Our arable land is quite dry, and I think that's what's kind of coated off a bit. We kept on control with the weeds and the slug pellets and everything like that, as you guys know. But we just don't have a good crop this year. We have a good crop of straw, but apparently there's not as much grain in it, which I don't know what's gone on there. So we're going to look into it. We're going to have someone over and probably try and test it of some sort. See what we can do next year differently. Maybe put more muck, more lime, I don't know, or maybe change the crop up next year and plant some oats or oilseed rape or something. We've got 15 acres here, and then we've got another 5 acres down the road, about 2 miles away. So maybe keep that 5 acres for barley, because well, my dad went to check that. He thinks there's a good crop there. And here maybe change it up next year and plant, as I said, oilseed rape or oats or something different, because we are thinking of the field up the top there, which is the grazing ground. We were thinking of reseeding that, ploughing that up and planting that barley. Once we've harvested it, plough it up and plant it back grass, so we'll have a fresh layer of grass then for, well, maybe a nice cut of grass for silage. That's the plan, because that field is getting a bit tired and needs a bit of work done, so what better time to do it. So I think that's what's going to happen next year, is we're going to plant some oats or oilseed rape in that field next year and try something different and see if that makes a difference. Anyway, here we've got the 7430 on the Claas liner rake. She'll be going down the rake once we finish combining that field, and we'll brown bale the outside of it, round bales, and then the middle will be small squares. I think though we've got quite a few small square bales of straw left over from last year, so I think we're going to try and sell most of them this year off the field. There's a fair few people that want to do that, so yeah, I think we'll sell most of them. It's got bits and bobs parked up there, and then here you may wonder, what is going on? Why have you got a JCB telehandler on the farm? So this was kindly sent down to us as a demo from JCB to try it out, as they saw, you know, we've had other telehandlers in the past. We've had a JCB in the past. That was a very old telehandler. We liked it, but we just haven't gone back to JCB. I don't know why. We haven't. We've just got closer dealers around us other than JCB. So yeah, they sent us down to JCB Agri Extra, and we've got Farmer Bob there just grabbing the fuel line to fuel her up, because she's going to be pushing up the grain. As you can see, got a big nice grain bucket on the front, so she'll be ideal for pushing up. And we've got this machine for the next 2 or 3 weeks to try out and do different jobs, and I've got many jobs planned up. We've got some mucking out to do, we've got some muck spreading to do once we've done second cut. We've got some bale stacking to do, so she's going to do a various amount of jobs, and we're going to test her out and see if we like her. We're not planning on changing the Manitou, because we've only had the Manitou. This will be her second year that we've had her, I think. So we tend to change them around every 3 to 4 years. So if we like this machine, we'll probably buy it in a few years' time maybe. But it depends, of course, because there'll be new models and stuff out by then, but we'll see. So far so good. We like it from what we've, sat in her and took her for a little drive and whatnot. We do like her. She's a smart machine, in fairness, and she fits the McHale bell spikes and everything, so she's going to do, as I said, a fair few jobs. She'll definitely be put to the test. So yeah, we have her for a few weeks to test out. So she's getting fueled up now, ready to push up grain for the rest of the day. We've got the 4094 on the baler. She's ready to go. Everything is ready to go. 6125R, she's on the bale spike. The loader is back on and is on the double bale lifter, as she's going to be bringing up the round bales as we do round the outside. As I said, round bales and the middle will be squares. It's just easier because you don't want to having to go round the outside and move in the little square bales out of the way of the baler. So that's why we do that. It's just easier. Otherwise we'll be chasing around on foot to move every 100 bales around the outside. So it's just easier to do it that way. We'll only probably have 5 or 6 bales because the baler we're using is the 990, and the 990 we've set her to do 6 foot bales. What was it, 5.8? It's either 5.8 or 6 foot, I'm not sure, but they're definitely bigger bales than the Fusion, and yeah, so there won't be as many, but as I said, it'll be just as much, if you know what I mean, but less bales. Buck rake and the Fusion, of course, and then the shed's pretty empty, and the JCB did come with attachments. She came with a big grain bucket, pallet tines, and with this nice muck grab. So it's a perfect opportunity to load up a few load of muck and spread. Moving on up here, the Valtra is just been moved out the way. She's on the post driver because my brother had a job of knocking in a few posts to do, so she is on the post driver. And as you can see, the straw shed there, and we just moved stuff out of the way. So we've got the flatbed there and the straw chopper as well. And then there we've got the bale trailers and the landy parked up and the slurry tank. And yeah, this is the field that we were talking about to reseed, so stay tuned for that. And then down to the main scene. Boom. So we've got the header trailer there, and then we've got the 398 coming into the field with this trailer. As you saw last episode, we took the sides off. She's coming in, and the TM is on our new to us grain trailer. It's not brand new, it's about 6-year-old, 6-7-year-old, and it's like new, though it's been barely used. It was a good price, so we bought it as we needed a decent grain trailer. And as you can see, the old Dominator, father in the Dominator, is enjoying life. And yeah, straw there, nice golden barley straw. As you know, barley's a lot more golden than wheat. So yeah, so she's been unloaded. She's near enough full. I think we might take that load to start with because we don't know how high we can tip. And obviously if we put too full of a load in, we might not be able to tip all of it out at once. So I think we might take that just to see how stuff works first, and then we'll take a bigger load then on the second trip. And yeah, I've got the 308 going in there. So I'm gonna get back to you guys once we are probably nearly finished combining this field and pushing up some grain. And yeah, so stay tuned for the next scene. See you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so welcome back to the next part. So it turns out we're not really going to need the rake because the rows are quite thick, and I don't want to block the baler, so we're not going to bother. So coming up here, we've got the TM there just tipped its third load, and we've got the JCB in there pushing up, as you can see, pushing up the grain. So all of that now will be used for feed for the cows for winter time. It will be milled. Milled is basically, it crushes it up into pretty much dust. So basically, so it doesn't go through the cow's stomach straight through. Because the thing with maize, you see sometimes in maize, they go straight through the cow's system and they don't, they don't use that energy and nutrients. So that's what we're trying to do, is otherwise it'll just go straight through the cow's system and it'll be a waste. There's no point. So that's the intention there. So yeah, coming down here, as you can see, we are cracking on. I'd say we have one more run coming back up and we'll finish. So we've got the 398 just getting unloaded there. You can see we can't really hold much in there because the back tailgate is all in one piece on the sides. But yeah, combine, it's great to see a bit of combining. Obviously you see silage being done everywhere all the time, summertime, but combining you don't really see much of, so it's definitely nice to see something different. And you can see it's a nice golden colour, and yeah, it's a bit fortunate about the mid-in. We've lost a bit there, but it's alright, it's not a bother. We don't really have a built-in mid-in at the farm, which maybe that's something to plan on in the future, is to build a mid-in. But for now that works. But yeah, as I said, we're nearly finished. We'll go back down. I think we'll get maybe another bit in that trailer as it's coming up, and then unfortunately yeah, but I think the TM's going to head straight down to the other field, which is down the road. We'll just get the 398 to come back down and load, and yeah, we'll go straight down to the other field, but you won't be able to see that unfortunately, because we're going to be busy trying to get this done. But next episode, guys, stay tuned for the baling and carting. You will see next episode, hopefully, some of the baling and carting being done. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be an exciting episode. And guys, that is the combining pretty much, well, over really. It's kind of, we don't do much combining, but I think next year we're going to do more. As I said, we've got a field up there that we wanted to reseed, so stay tuned for that. Exciting plans. Yeah, as I said, we'll have more combining to do next year. And yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and as I said, next episode you will see the baling and carting, and obviously you'll see all the grain in the store. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.